Well, great morning, everyone. This morning I pulled cards. I wanted to see where Trump's thing was going with his political stuff. And basically the reading that I've got here is saying that today the message is the wealthy people at the RNC, the Republicans. That's what's on one side. And the other side of it is where this is moving to, new opportunities financially and stuff, and the American people, what they're going to say. Underneath of it, he's under this delusion of the, the evil angel church, the evangelicals that are saying he was saved by God, So what's crossing that is he's tied up mentally with this emotional thing that he is the chosen one. Basically is what it is. So yeah, let's show you the cards. In the center we have Trump. The reading is all about Trump. Okay, so on one side of it we have the messages to the American people. Okay, foundation is the Republicans with the outcome of their path forward, monetary stuff, etc., opportunities, what's going on today, and the challengers, the wealthy moving this forward. Okay, so what we have here underneath of it is disillusion and drama. It's not out of the light, it's under the moon. So the evil angel church, the evangelicals, delusion that they're putting that he is the chosen one. And what's crossing it, he is tied up with this emotionally that I am the chosen one. Okay. So again, when we put these together, on one side we have the message that's going on today with the wealthy Republicans. So it's about the RNC really today, and about, again, where this is moving to monetary-wise, and America, our rules, our laws, our regulations, the people. So what they are concocting, and how much more donor money he's going to get in, etc. So that's basically what came out this morning. It's just saying, yeah, they have the RNC going, and that's what's going on now, jockeying for money, etc. But I did the other reading, and there are people that are not happy with Vance. But let's go ahead and we'll pull cards now and look and see, what can you tell me about Vance and the Republican Party in general? How are they seeing Vance? How is the Republican Party overall seeing Vance? Is he an asset? Is he a liability? Are they all behind him? Let's look and see. Okay, so the topic is, his history. He does not have a good history. And they are all saying, but he saw the light of day now, So let's see, underneath of it is what is being shared about his history. Is this medically going to be good, or is it poison? Let's look and see. So the energy coming into this is the burden, okay? So the Republican Party overall sees him as a burden. His history is a burden. What's going on now? They're trying to figure their next way forward, next action, okay? So they're looking out, and the two is about, we haven't moved yet. We're still looking at this. how do we go forward with this action? The challenge is that he, yeah, swords in the back, that he may not be the best option, okay? Because he had swords in the back when it came. He was a never Trumper. I'm absolutely a never Trumper in the things he had to say. So they're looking at having to overcome this. This is a huge problem. With an outcome, they're going to be fighting. They're going to be struggling with this amongst themselves. It doesn't look like the Republican Party overall is happy with that choice. So on one side of it, we have, trying to keep the lid on this. I call it sometimes it's the cup of abominations. They're trying to, they are not happy with this, trying to keep the lid on the emotions with this. And the other side is what's being worked on, okay? What's being shared is, again, Trump and his drama, crossing it. We have the evil angel churches and their delusion, okay? That's going on. And some are feeling a bit backed up on edge. So it's about his history. All of this coming in is about Vance's history. They are not happy with it. So on one side, trying to keep the lid on it, it's a burden, trying to figure out how we're going to go forward. What are we going to do? What action are we going to take? The other side, they're saying that, this is like swords in the back. They're arguing about how to work this out. So again, one side of it, trying to keep the lid on things and working on it. Going into it, we have the burden, okay? The outcome is the arguments, fights amongst themselves. What's happening now, trying to figure a way forward, but they just see this as this is not good. You picked a man that said he was a never Trumper, okay? Underneath of it, what's being shared? And we have, of course, Trump. But Trump is the ultimate to make the decision. We have the evil angels and their, again, delusional drama crossing it. Now, I've been asked if he was forced to choose Vance because of the Heritage Foundation. Did the Heritage Foundation push Trump to choose Vance? Vance I just feel he is a total snake. But let's look and see. What can you tell me about the Heritage Foundation and JD Vance? Let's see if it's going to tell us. The topic is out in the cold, that he is not, he's not inside the genuine church. Okay, underneath of it all, a lot of stuff is up in the air with it. Okay. So coming into it, justice, weighing the scales of it, a manipulation going on now. The challenge is, swords in the back. This guy cannot be trusted. Outcome is about his history. And his history is again, not good. On one side of it, we have this mental, and the other side, we have this rulership, putting things into motion. Okay, underneath of it, we have the wealthy man, and again, things are up in the air. Crossing it is tempered, judgment, tempered judgment when it comes to him. Underneath of it all is Trump. So it doesn't look like the Heritage Foundation was really thrilled with it. Because JD Vance, he's whatever way the wind blows, okay, is what he's doing. So again, this is about being outside of the church, but then again, Heritage Foundation is really outside of the church as well. And on one side, we have this mental, well, that he could manipulate the Justice Department, that he has the strength, they see him, or they have the strength to manipulate the Justice Department, which they have just done. Okay, Heritage Foundation is manipulating the judges on the Supreme Court, definitely. And the other side, his history, though, the swords in the back when it came to Dear Leader and the history. So it's like they don't really trust this guy. I don't think, I don't think they pushed for him to be there. No, because underneath of it all, we have so many things up in the air when it comes to those holding on to power. What's crossing it is tempering, a bit of tempering balance when it comes to the judgment and stuff. Well, we know that they are, their judgment on this, crossing it, is like, we don't know. Although going in, it looks good. He's got that heavy mindset, and they've just manipulated the courts. So we'll have to see. So on one side, we have the strength of the power of that mental drama, who's fueling it, the ones behind it that are engaging this, moving it forward. Coming into it is Justice Department, and the outcome is his history. What's going on now is this manipulation and the, again, swords in the back. So I don't know. In one hand, he looks like, yeah, he'll do anything for power. But on the other hand, he was another Trumper. So I just think that they think he's kind of snaky. Okay? He seems to be more radical than Trump now in what he's saying. But is that another just a calculated move for power? It doesn't look like the Heritage Foundation is totally on board with him. He's too much of a loose cannon. I guess a lot of people that know him say he's a total fraud. And so we'll have to see what happens. Maybe I'll get more clarification with that in a little while. So we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, I asked if the Heritage Foundation is really supporting Vance, but the total action with it, he's a tower moment, and they're really some ways not happy with it. Okay. Okay, is Vance just doing this for power, or has he shifted totally into this camp? Oop, pulled the wrong card. Okay, what's being built? Yeah. Yeah, where this is going, yeah, no. He's building this, this mentally, physically painful, but he's going forward. So, yeah, he is not in the end really a Trumpite, okay? It doesn't look to be what it's saying under there. He's selling his soul for power. So we'll have to watch and wait and see what else comes out. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.